Hey everybody, Weather Blender blog, 27th of January, and between commercials here, so I'm going to have to do this kind of quick. Actually, on the set in the middle of the 7 o'clock news, I'm going to show you the weather models real briefly, all kinds of weather models for you to see. First thing we need to talk about, quick moving Alberta Clipper that's going to be rolling on through. That opens up the door for the Arctic air. This is in the morning on Thursday. You can see the green, that's the moisture. That would be some snow mixed with some rain, especially in the southern end of that. But most of that's north of Interstate 64. Pivots on through, and then in the afternoon things dry out. But the cold air begins to usher in. The red circle, that's the big storm that everybody's been watching. That thing's going to start to organize. Now let's jump out to 60 hours. We're over on the GFS. This is 7 o'clock Friday. The low is organizing along the Gulf Coast, throwing moisture to the north. The blue line in this case on the GFS that I've scratched out here, that's your snow line, cold enough to present snow on the north side of that line. And you notice there's not that much moisture north of Charleston, Huntington at that particular time, and then it continues on to the east, the cold air jamming in around the high pressure up to the north. So I'm going to show you a couple of other models here. This one is, this is the Canadian, the GEM. And this is bringing us 1 to 2 inches of snow by Saturday morning from Charleston, Huntington, and then tapers off pretty quickly to the north. 2 to 5 inches, Beckley, Bluefield, Pikeville, and these areas in southeast Kentucky. So that's one look again of Saturday morning, the Canadian model. And this is the Japanese model, 2 to 4 inches again of snow. So it's just a little more moisture around Charleston, Huntington, and then again that cuts off when you get up to about Athens, Parkersburg. You look to the south, and once again you're about 5 to 7 inches of snow, and that would have a lot more moisture for areas, let's say in North Carolina and the Piedmont as you roll on over to Virginia. So that's kind of an interesting look. Here's one that we haven't had a chance to look at yet, finally out to 72 hours. This is the UK Met, comes from the United Kingdom, and it also brings 1 to 2 inches along that I-64 corridor and really drops off north of Charleston, Huntington, and then 2 to 5 inches as well in southern West Virginia, southeast Kentucky. So that one you wouldn't see barely anything at all in Ohio. Now this is the GFS. This is what it thinks again as we watch all the snow over the next 120 hours, and most of that again would taper off by Saturday afternoon. It has a band of 2 to 4 inches along I-64, just about nothing southeast Ohio, 6 inches right around, let's say, southern Wayne County into Lincoln and Boone, and then southern Boone into Logan, 8 inches, 10 inches south of Beckley, 14 around Bluefield, and obviously that one is loaded with moisture. This one is the NAM model, and this one only has about an inch. It's only 1 to 2, maybe Huntington, Charleston on the south side of town, and it's only about 4 inches by the time you get to Beckley, and then 6 inches as we go south of Beckley, and then 8 inches across that area near Mount Airy, North Carolina, and so on. So that just gives you a look at the different scenarios here. I think the blend is better. I think right around I-64 by Saturday morning. I think if we went 2 to 4, we'd be pretty good, very little in southeast Ohio, and then 6 to 8 in southern West Virginia, southeast Kentucky. I think that's a very good prognostication at this point, and just for kicks, I just wanted to show you a picture of a really big snowman. Why not? All right, so that's it. We got to get back here to the news. News coming on in just a few minutes as we record this one. More updates again right here tomorrow in the Weather Blender blog. Have a good one.